Ford led the American League in wins in 1955, captured the earned run average title twice, and helped the Yankees win 2 more World Series over that span. Whitey Ford was elected to the Hall of Fame in 1974.
What's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap. We have so much to talk about today. Zack Greinke, he did it again. He told the hitter what he was going to throw, only this time it was a pitch right down the middle, and Ramon Laureano, he did not miss it. So we're going to break that clip down, as well as the Rays versus the Yankees. We have the Dodgers versus the Padres, and then the Braves versus the Marlins. Some history, Major League Baseball history was made yesterday, so stick around for that. And if this is your first time on the channel, we do this every single day, so do not be afraid to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and without further ado, let's start talking baseball. The Marlins are trying desperately to stay in the playoffs after an improbable run in 2020. The whole COVID scare where they had 19 different players and staff members go down with corona. They fight all the way back to make the playoffs. We have rookie versus rookie. Kyle Wright versus Sixto Sanchez. I said that Jazz Chisholm was gonna go off. Who won?
First pitch swinging, and d'Arnaud.
2 pitch swinging him.
Yep, went back to it. Hammered to right. Pache is over, and he makes the catch. And for the first time in 19 years, the Atlanta Braves have punched their ticket to the National League Championship Series.
Yeah, so Jazz Chisholm got on base 2 different times, so I guess I was like halfway right, but not really, because the Marlins got shut out. All of a sudden, the Braves, I mean, they have reincarnated themselves as the full Greg Maddux squad, because Greg Maddux was known for shutting out teams, and that's what they're doing almost every other game against the Reds. I don't know if they did it against the Cubs, but I think they did it twice against the Marlins. Either way, the Braves pitching staff is showing up, and I think they deserve the MVP so far through the playoffs. I mean, this game was over in the 3rd inning. As soon as the Braves scored 1 run, it was donezo, because the Marlins couldn't muster up anything. Kyle Wright, he tosses 6 shutout innings, and then the bullpen takes care of the rest. Travis d'Arnaud, he's also going to get some MVP votes because he had 2 home runs and 7 RBIs in 3 games. Dansby Swanson, he tacked in 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. The Braves hitters are playing really well. The bullpen is doing their job. The starting pitchers are doing everything that they need to do. Whoever wins this Dodgers versus Padres matchup, it's going to be a good series, because the Braves, they're not trying to go home anytime soon. They're playing maybe the best baseball in all of the playoffs.
Spot.
Saw this with Greinke during the regular season. He will show what he's going to throw. This is driven in the air to left field. Back goes Tucker. He is at the wall. That ball is gone.
I don't know exactly what Zack Greinke is doing. Now, this has worked a couple times throughout the season, but Zack Greinke, he did it again yesterday. He showed what pitch he was going with. Now, I don't know if number 2 is a slider or a curveball, but he flashes 2 to my boy Ramon Laureano, and then he throws it right down the middle, and it was the exact pitch that he said that he was going to throw. So he lost that mental battle, but fortunately for Zack Greinke, the Astros, they won the mental war, because they get the last laugh. They win the series. They make sure that the A's cannot overtake them. I mean, Altuve had 2 RBIs. Michael Brantley had 2 home runs and 3 RBIs. And then Carlos Correa, he has a home run and 5 RBIs. So Fernando Tatis, a couple days ago or a couple games ago, he also had 5 RBIs. So this marks the first time in Major League Baseball history that 2 shortstops had 5 RBI games in the same postseason. And that wasn't the only history that was made yesterday. In the Dodgers game, Will Smith, he made some history, so make sure you guys stick around for that. But the Astros were not kidding when they said,
Believe me, in the end of the year, everything will be fine. We're going to be in the World Series again. People don't believe it. We will. You know, we will, like we made it last year. We won 1 game away of winning it all. You know, I'm happy for the Nationals. They won everything. They're a really good team. They deserve it, but we'll be in the World Series again. Maybe with them, maybe with another team.
They were going to come into 2020 and show the world that they still have some gas left in the tank, that they don't have to cheat to make the championship series or maybe even the World Series. And I have to at least tip my cap, because they're kind of playing, I mean, why did they cheat to begin with? I think that we can all really say that they are a great baseball team. Carlos Correa, whether you like him or not, I despise the way that he carries himself, his really condescending attitude, but the man can flat out rake. He is one of the best offensive shortstops of my lifetime, and I've seen a good amount of them. I mean, Trevor Story's pretty good, Francisco Lindor, I've seen Nomar Garciaparra, Derek Jeter. I mean, Carlos Correa, he's up there. Dude just smashes baseballs. Why did they have to cheat? They're showing that they didn't need to. They ruined their legacies and tarnished their future success. For what? Why did they do that? All right, so before I get too worked up, because I'm gonna keep it real. Before the Astros cheated, I was a big-time Correa fan. I liked Alex Bregman. I loved Jose Altuve because he represents that you don't have to be 6'7" to be successful in professional sports. I enjoyed that narrative, but unfortunately, they had to cheat and ruin it, and now it taints their really awesome play going into 2020. So I'll go ahead and stop my mini rant. Let me know what you guys think of the whole Astros cheating and making it to the championship series for the 4th time in a row, which I think the only 5 teams in Major League Baseball history have done that, and obviously they are not cheating. If you're saying that the bang is back, you're just a little bit ignorant, and I understand that you want to try and be funny, but the Astros are playing clean. They're playing with the chip on their shoulder. They're downright scary. So they will face the winner of the Rays versus the Yankees series. If the Rays win, they will face the Astros. So let's take a look. Who won yesterday?
Thompson deals to Voit, and a swing and a drive. And Torres turns on one. Down the left field line. That is hooking. That is up. Game 5. And a swing and a miss, and that's it. 100-mile-an-hour fastball, a strikeout to end the game.
Luke Voit finally got out of his little mini home run slump by hitting his first one of the postseason yesterday, and then the rest of the Yankees offense, they come in clutch the rest of the game, and you have to tip your cap and give credit to the Yankees pitchers, because Jordan Montgomery, I had a lot of doubts about him starting this game. He goes 4 innings, only allows 1 earned run, so props to him. You have Chad Green, Zach Britton, and Aroldis Chapman coming in and combining for 0 base hits in the last 5 innings. So the objective for Yankees pitchers today, Garrett Cole is on the bump, is make sure that Randy Arozarena does not hit a home run. If that happens, they're most likely going to lose, and they held him to an 0-for-4 day yesterday. So props to the Yankees. They did their job yesterday. Garrett Cole, he says that he's ready, but I will throw it out there that he's on a short, I think 3 or 4 days rest. So the fact that he's going up against a Rays lineup that needs to win this game, it's going to be tough. Also, Trevor Bauer showed that 3 days rest is really nothing as long as you prepare for it. So is Garrett Cole going to dominate? In my opinion, I think that he's going to come out ready to go, and this game, it's going to be awesome. Now, the final matchup comes from the Dodgers versus the Padres. The Padres are trying to avoid being swept by the mighty Dodgers, and they didn't do it, unfortunately. So the Dodgers put up 8 runs in the first 5 innings as starter Julio Urias, or Urias, I don't know exactly how to pronounce his last name. He dominates the Padres. He has 2 unearned runs, but his final stat line was 5 innings, 0 earned runs, as the Dodgers do in fact sweep the up-and-coming San Diego Padres. I do think that the series would have been a little bit different if they had Mike Clevenger and Dinelson Lamet, but that is a different story for a different day. We'll go ahead and save it for 2020 when they're back and healthy over a full 162 game schedule. Justin Turner, he makes postseason history for the Dodgers with his 64th postseason hit that passes Steve Garvey for the most in Dodgers history. And then Will Smith, for the first time ever, between Mike Piazza, I mean, who else has been really good in the postseason? Yogi Berra, any other great catcher, Johnny Bench that you can think of that has been in the postseason for a good amount of games, never had 5 hits in a single game ever. Will Smith is the first human being to do that in a postseason game behind the dish. So I wanted to go ahead and give him a quick round of applause. The Dodgers, how are you supposed to beat this team? I think really the only lineup that matches up with them is the Yankees, and you're going to have to go ahead and have bullpen versus bullpen games, and the Yankees match up with the Dodgers as well. So is it going to be the Astros? Is it going to be the Yankees or the Rays? We'll have to go ahead and wait. So I think at this point, we'll go ahead and see what's happening today and try and predict what's going to happen. Oh, would you look at that? There's only one game today, obviously, because the Braves made it, the Dodgers made it. So yeah, only one game. The Yankees versus the Rays. We have Garrett Cole versus Tyler Glasnow, who I think is on short rest as well. I think he has to be. He pitched 2 days ago. Wow. So this is going to be a game of ace versus ace. I don't even know if you can consider Glasnow the ace of the Tampa Bay Rays, but this one is for all the marbles. Whoever faces the Astros in the final series in the American League. The championship series is almost upon us. But thank you all so much for watching. I mean, considering there's only one game, can we make a recap tomorrow? I'll try and muster up something. Hopefully some drama happens so I can, scoop up that news and present it to you guys. But either way, thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe out there and enjoy this day in Major League Baseball history. And also, rest in peace to Whitey Ford. I just got the message. That's really sad.
In right field, Tarasco going back to the track, to the wall. And what happens here? Fan touches it. He's right.
He was right there.
Tony